Okay everybody, today I'm going to teach you how you're going to do lanyard. So first of all, you need, these are the things you need. Something to measure. You're going to measure about 5 meters. Or you're going to measure things along the way. So we are measuring everything in cm, so you can have a measuring tape, or you can have a 1 meter rule. Okay, you can use any one of that. That's the first thing, something to measure. You need 5 meters of cord like this. Okay, that's 5 meters. You need scissors. Make sure it's sharp so you can cut easily. Something to mark. So the idea is I need to mark this this cord. So if let's say I want to mark, I can use a pen, I can use a marker pen, or I can use a pin. So in the whole thing, you're going to have 3 knots. Okay, you're going to have the knot at the tail end. You're going to have the knot at the bottom of this one. There's one knot here, another knot here, and then there's another knot over here. Okay, so this is our 5 meter cord. So again, I'm going to go to the both ends. I'm going to just straighten it out. Okay, now 5 meter is not exactly, you have more than enough to do what you need to do, so don't worry about if you have enough or not. Okay, so use the pin, put the marker there, and okay, so you want to make a knot. So at this end, this size you want it to be about 20 cents coin. Okay, basically your thumb can go in. You want that's the size you want. So you make a knot here this way. So I'm done with the first knot. Now this is where the measurement comes in. I use a ruler. This meter ruler is easy for me. So when you measure, it's important that you don't stretch it, because then the measurement runs up. So you just go easy on it and just put it that way. Okay, so that you don't pull it. Okay, that's fine. Okay, then you put your marker, measure back. It has to be 1 meter. So I want to keep. So now the second knot. So this is our guide. So we are done here. Now we're going on to this knot. Again, you see, this is the place where you want to be. This is the stationary place. This is the moving part. So you want to pull it in such a way. Wait, let me release that. You want to push this knot closest towards that direction. So when you make it, you see that it is running parallel. It's running together. You want the knot to look nice like that, you know. Okay, so when it comes to tying the knot, right? So all this knot, the braid, you want to braid the whole thing. So that's the bottom one, this is the top one. Okay, we want to focus on one first. So what we will do is, first you make a loop. Okay, so making the loop is basically, you can make a loop whereby, you see, this is the first type of loop, where my active string, this is the active string, right, is behind. It's behind, see that? Okay, that's behind. Okay, this way, or you can make it in a way where my active string is on top. You want this one. You don't do the other way. Always focus on this. Okay, so done. Then I go from the bottom. I pull this up. Okay, I pull this up. Now this is a very important thing. Let's call this the shield. Okay, let's call this. Okay, I pull the head up and I bring down the shield, or bring down the neck. Okay, I want to make it as tight as possible. That, okay, I can just like that. Okay, push it this way. Make it as tight as possible. So the idea is that's my neck running there. Okay, all right. And then I see now a new loop. Okay, this loop I can make it smaller, And if you realize the action is going to be repeated. So now I see a loop, I put another loop inside, okay, then I pull this so that the whole thing is tightened. So I tighten this, the neck, I tighten the neck. The idea is it's time consuming, so you have to get it right. Okay, the neck is the place where you will start to count. Okay, I got the neck right. Okay, so I have a loop. I bring the extra strings, I put inside, make the loop smaller, like that. So I bring this string inside, I bring it out, so I see another loop here, right? So now this one is my neck, this is my neck, I want to make it shorter. So by doing that, what happens is that, you see, the string runs here and runs in. So if I want to make this shorten, okay, the point is, if I pull from here, it's going back towards whatever we have done. No, you don't do that. You pull out this one. You pull, you pull this. Yeah, you pull this. See, I pull this one out. Then I pull this. The idea is, I hope you get my point. The point is, you want to make this tight. Push it inside. Push it backwards. Okay, done. Okay, so slowly the thing is forming. It's going to be confusing at first, but as you do the pattern, the idea is loop, put in the loop, and then pull it out and close up the neck. That's it. You see when I'm pulling this thing is going underneath, is coming from the neck. So there, now the neck is tight already. Okay, now I'm going to take a break. I'm going to show you after it's done. Okay, but just want to let you know, if you make mistake, what you do is like I said just now, you pull it, on and on and on and on and on is out. That's it. I'm back to zero. Okay, now I've come to the end. So if I put my tail, this is the tail knot. Remember, this is the head. Okay, I put my body against this. Now along the way, what happens is that, you see, mine looks very funny. It's like it's not really uniform. What you have to do is you have to somehow turn it so that it looks in form, in a proper form. Then you can see a proper rib, like you can see like a backbone running through. Okay, that's how it is. Okay, so once you put it there, once I'm putting it here, I'm seeing here, like, it's maybe not clear for you, I'm seeing a 15 here. So I have already reached the goal. So what do you do? What do you do towards the end is you come to this. Okay, this is the one that you're supposed to make a loop, right? Okay, towards the end you don't make a loop. You want to make it as a date knot. So what you do is, instead of a loop, you just pull out the whole string. Okay, like that. So that's the neck. Pull out the whole string, and then that's that. Now after doing this, at this point, go ahead and measure again. It has to be about 15. When you do the second one, it has to be congruent. It has to be the same size, same length. Everything must be like a pair. Okay, so now I'm seeing it's about 16 and a half, so I have to do the second one is also 16 and a half. Okay, here what do we do about this one? So this is the top. This is how the top looks like, and this is how the bottom looks like. See, that bottom runs a different way. Okay, I've done one side. Okay, I still have string for the second side. I'm just going to go ahead, take a pause. I'm just going to do until here, and I'll come back. Alright, so I'm here now. So this is the one I did earlier on, the first one to do. Okay, the second one is here. Now here's the thing, I want to match everything up. So so I'm about to finish here. I'm not finishing it up. You can see it's not yet done. It's not done like this. It's a proper tail. Okay, not a tail, like that's actually the head portion. So I want to put it together like this. I want to count the ribs together. I want to match the ribs. So I want to see that, together, right? So I call it 1, 2, and then that's a 3, 13, 14, 15. Okay, and then here this is the complete one. There's a 16, and that's the 16. So I'm actually going too much already. I should be actually pulling this out here and tightening it. You want to tie a knot together this way. Okay, I'm gonna hold it like that. tie a knot. Okay. Again, I don't want to leave space, so I'm going to pull it in a way where I make it tighter and closer, and I want to make sure that they are parallel together, like in a pair. Okay, something's wrong here, I go and fix it. Okay, next, with whatever there's left over, okay, you want to measure out 8 centimeters. 8 centimeters. So I'm going to take the end of the knot here. This is the knot. Okay, the knot. I'm going to put it here. So that I just have just right enough there. So 8 centimeter. I'm going to cut it off there. That's going to be here. This way. Okay. Make sure the rib is always in front. The braided part is always in the bottom. Okay, pull it from the back. Okay. Now, this, why am I pinning this, is so that you can adjust in a way where this knob has to go in. Okay. If you think the knob is not going in, then you need to make this knob harder so you free up more space. Okay. It's good to have like 5 meter was good enough for me to do the whole thing. So it should be able to go through. Okay, so you go through that. Okay, that's where we are at. Yep, like that. Anyway, this is also how you should wear it. So as we learned, this is the head, this is the body, and this is the bottom part of the body. The tail goes to the back. The tail loops. The tail goes into the head again like this, and then this is the tail end. That thing, it goes to your button. You button up on top. So in the end, it should be looking like this. Okay.